spent so much time on Gwyneth Paltrow's Instagram and on her website, Goop, that now my Instagram algorithms have gone up the spout. They're completely batshit now. The adverts I'm getting are completely crazy. I got an advert not that long ago for a deodorant for your vulva. Yeah. They didn't have the decency to call it a vulvodorant. Absolutely livid. That wasn't the worst thing about it. The craziest thing about it was that it was an aerosol. Who in their right mind is aerosoling their vag? I mean, a roll-on, sure, we could all lean into that. Every cis woman knows there's not a woman in the world that needs to deodorise her vulva. Yeah? And if, as one of those cis women, you find yourself in your bedroom alone, yeah? Maybe you're getting undressed, yeah? And you find yourself thinking, you got to get to a GP quick smart. You're going to need some hardcore... There's not enough flat Febreze in the world that's going to sort that shit out, yeah? You need some drugs, okay? You tossers. I'm going to admit, I've got a very compulsive personality, and I became, obsessed with Gwyneth Paltrow and her bloody website, Goop. I spent 17 hours on it. I felt completely gaslit by it. I was like, come on, Gwyneth, there's got to be something here for me. Because if you don't know what Goop is, it's her flagship website. It's a lifestyle, it's a health, it's a well-being website for women. It's everything a woman doesn't need on one website. I know, I've checked it out for you, okay? The kind of shit that's on there, you're like, what is this? I thought, what the fuck is this, Gwyneth? What are you peddling, my lovely? I found a no makeup routine. Is this on? Can you hear me? I just said there was a no makeup routine. The idea being that you buy all of this makeup, you put the makeup on your face, and it looks like you're not wearing makeup. I'm a 48-year-old leser. I've been doing that my entire life, and so far it has cost me fuck all. Trying to find something in there that I could make use of. Well, I'm going to cut the tension in the room here because I know I've created it, so now it's time to cut it. I found something. You'll be relieved to hear that I could make use of. I found myself a yoga mat, and I thought, fine. So maybe it's a lot of you have got yoga mats. I've got one. You don't have to spend a lot of money. You can spend £10, £15, something like that. You can pick one up, I don't know, somewhere like Sports Direct or Decathlon or somewhere like that. Well, you can buy one on Goop, yeah? £55. Yeah, I thought, okay. Okay, fine. Okay, well, but I've already got one. But so if I'm going to buy this one's obviously going to be doing something more than the one I've got, because what did you do on a mat? You sort of lie on it, roll around in it, do your stretches on it, but this is obviously going to be doing more than the one that I'm currently doing, because otherwise why would it be spending 550% more than the yoga mat that I've currently got? Because if I'm going to spend 550% more on a yoga mat than the one that I've currently got, I want something more from that yoga mat. Do you know what I mean? I want to have something extra. I want extra from the yoga mat, Gwyneth. I want fucking extra. I tell you what I want. When I'm doing downward dog, I want a little tickle on my clit. That's what I want. You've got to take some responsibility for your mental health, okay? You can't just be... I can't just be this nihilistic pessimist for the rest of my life. I've got to take some, I've got to think about doing something positive and being a positive role model for my children. And I want you to know that I have tried, and I am still trying to be a better human and to look at the bright side of life. And you'll be very proud of me, because I've taken one step in the right direction, and I found myself with a hobby, and I've never had a hobby before. I started the hobby during lockdown, okay? And what I've learned as an adult about having a hobby is that no one gives a shit about your hobby. In fact, I would go so far as to say that my friends are actively angry about the hobby that I've chosen. It's true that during lockdown this hobby did get quite a lot of attention, and now if I even bring it up, they look like they want to punch me in the face, okay? Now, my hobby is Sea swimming. I live by the sea, so that makes perfect sense. And I swim all year round, okay? This is my third winter, and I really enjoy it. It's been absolutely fantastic for my mental health. It's really it's just been life-changing for me, and I will continue to do it because it's been such a positive thing in my life. God forbid that I should bring it up in front of any of my friends, because let's be honest, when I first started doing it, sure, maybe I talked about it a fair bit. Maybe I was a little bit evangelical about it. But if I even mention it now, they lose it. They're like, if they ask me, Jen, what have you been up to today? And I say, oh, actually, I went for a swim this morning. They're like, how interesting, Jennifer. Did you go for a swim this morning? Oh, it's been about 45 seconds since you last mentioned going sea swimming. Why don't you bore us shitless about the benefits of cold water? Is it really good for your mental health, Jen? Is it really great for your circulation? Does it do something positive? Did you buy yourself a dry robe, Jen? Did you buy yourself a little camo dry robe with a pink hood, you fucking prick? I know what you people want from me. I'm finally doing something positive, and you've made it into something negative. And by the way, I am a middle-aged woman. Do you want to know how many hobbies are available to middle-aged women? 3 hobbies. And one of those is colouring in. And I'm not going to do that. There's women in Hove, right, in cafes, colouring in public like it's normal. Oh, Samantha, look! I kept it between the lines. What the hell is wrong with you? Sure, do your colouring in, but have the decency to feel deep shame and embarrassment and keep that shit at home.